Look at this bar chart. It represents a household bringing in over $500,000 a year. By almost any standard, this is a massive income. Yet data from 2025 shows that 40% of households in this exact earning bracket live paycheck to paycheck, with functionally $0 in the bank to show for it. It seems mathematically impossible to earn that much money and remain broke, but a high salary does not create wealth on its own. When income rises, our spending naturally expands to consume it. Former luxuries quietly become baseline necessities, and the money vanishes. We spend years in school learning algebra and the periodic table, but nobody teaches us how to manage a paycheck. The reality is that personal finance is 20% math and 80% behavior. Knowing you should save money means very little if your daily habits are working against you.
This behavioral trap is especially dangerous in your 20s. When you are young, you feel like you have unlimited time. You might assume investing is something to figure out later, once you have extra money. But by waiting, you are unknowingly burning your most valuable, irreplaceable financial resource. Building wealth requires a specific sequence of actions, an order of operations designed to convert income into lasting financial resilience. Before you open a brokerage account or start picking investments, you have to establish a financial defense. You need to know exactly where your money is going, so you are making deliberate choices rather than wondering where it all went. This pie chart maps out the 50-30-20 rule. It is a practical starting point for a budget. Roughly 50% of your take-home pay goes to needs, like rent and groceries. 30% goes to wants, like dining out, and 20% is directed straight into savings and debt repayment.
The biggest modern threat to the system lives right here in the wants category. The average American household now spends $273 every single month on forgotten subscriptions alone. Trapping your expenses for 30 days exposes these hidden drains, allowing you to seal them off. Once you've stopped the bleeding, the very next step is building your emergency fund. You need 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting untouched in a high-yield savings account. You do this before you aggressively invest and before you make extra debt payments. Life is unpredictable. Without a liquid emergency fund, a $1,500 car repair becomes credit card debt. A job loss becomes an immediate financial catastrophe. High-interest consumer debt is incredibly destructive. If you carry a balance on a credit card charging 20% interest, paying that balance off provides a guaranteed return on your money equal to the interest rate. No stock market index on Earth offers a guaranteed return that high.
Establishing this baseline defense ensures that one random emergency doesn't eradicate years of financial progress. With your defense locked in, you can finally switch to offense. This is where you leverage compound interest, the mechanism that allows your returns to generate their own returns over decades. Let's look at a mathematical case study of two young investors, Julia and Ben. Their story shows exactly why starting early requires significantly less cash out of pocket. This graph tracks Julia's wealth. She starts investing out of college at age 22. She puts in $400 a month for exactly 10 years. By age 32, she has invested $48,000 of her own money. Then she stops contributing entirely and lets the account grow. Now look at the second line for Ben. He waits until he is 32 to start. He invests the exact same $400 a month, but he does it for 30 straight years. Ben invests a total of $144,000, 3 times as much capital as Julia. Julia earns nearly double the wealth because she gave her money a 10-year head start to gather speed. Time is the primary variable in this equation. Every year of delay forces you to save a significantly higher percentage of your income just to reach the same destination. Even with a budget and an investment account, there is an invisible threat that quietly destroys the wealth of high earners. It is called lifestyle creep. You get a raise, so you upgrade your apartment. You get a bonus, so you lease a nicer car. You eat out more often. None of these individual decisions feel wrong in the moment, but the cumulative effect is that your expenses inflate to match your new income. Defeating this trap requires one specific behavioral rule. When your income increases, your savings rate must increase automatically before you let your spending rise. If you never see the extra money in your checking account, you won't spend it.
That protected money needs a home. Maximize any match your employer offers on a 401k. That is a guaranteed immediate return. Beyond that, consistently buying low-cost index funds allows you to capture the long-term growth of the stock market. While compounding handles the growth, your professional value determines the scale of your inputs. Increasing your income through skill acquisition provides the fuel for the compounding machine to work on. Frugality has a mathematical limit. You can only cut your expenses down to zero. But increasing your income through new skills, certifications, and salary negotiation allows you to contribute more to your investments without sacrificing your quality of life. When you strictly control your baseline lifestyle while constantly pushing your earning power upward, you create a massive financial gap. That widening space between what you make and what you spend is where true wealth accumulates.
Personal finance is often framed as a quest to accumulate a specific number in a bank account. But the real objective is more practical. At its core, money is a tool for buying options. It buys the ability to walk away from a toxic job, to handle a family medical crisis without panic, and to make choices based on your values rather than what you can afford in the moment. Look at the complete blueprint. Invest early to capture time. Build an emergency shield to survive bad luck. Give every dollar a purpose through budgeting. Deliberately cap your lifestyle creep, and constantly invest in your own earning power. You do not need to execute this perfectly. You don't need to be an expert in financial markets or save half of everything you make from day one. You only need the discipline to start the process right now, even if it's $50 at a time. The financial habits you lock in during your 20s will compound. They will dictate the choices you have for the rest of your life. Put the operations in order today and let time do the heavy lifting for your future self.